Well, hello guys, Pokeplay, and today I'm back for another day of our How to Trick Room team week. Yeah, so today we've got a battle against Irias. It was just a random passerby, but I needed battles. So please challenge me if you want to try and beat this team, because it only has one loss quite now. Just now it has only one loss. So try and beat it. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle because it was a lot of fun, and you can definitely see MAROWAK putting in some work. As well as can we hit the like goal, because last video we didn't quite hit it. So maybe we can hit it right now. So here I saw the Raichu, and I was thinking about, should I go for the Shadow Sneak or not? And if I would have done that, it would have been a lot better, so he couldn't get off his normal gem fake out. It's a really interesting set actually, physical Raichu. I always like seeing it, because full tackle and all that jazz. And here he surprised me with Brick Break, so I should have definitely gone for the Shadow Sneak. But now I go for the Trick Room, as my opponent goes for another Brick Break, strangely, even though I am a Psychic type right now. So I switch out and try to preserve this guy, because that's what you have to do in Trick Room teams. Try to preserve the guys who set up Trick Room and hope to set it up once more if the Trick Room runs out. So now I switch into my Mega Camerupt, being such a good Pokemon in Trick Room, one of the best. It's such a good Pokemon. Look at this, right here he predicts me to go for the Earth Power quite nicely, and I actually did that because I didn't really want to risk anything. So I went for the Earth Power right here, and I just went for the Fire Blast. I thought I don't want to waste any of the Trick Room turns, and I know he's going to try and set up with Dragon Dances, which is not a good play at all if you're running against a Trick Room team. But still, I knew he was going to do it, and I was hoping I could let 2 Fire Blasts, and 2 Fire Blasts are just able to kill a Salamence. That's insane. It's resisted, as Salamence is not a frail Pokemon at all. It's not bulky, but it's not frail. It has good defenses. So now my opponent switched into the Greninja, and I know I don't want to take any kind of hit, so I did a risky switch and switched into my Dusclops. But luckily enough, he just went for the Water type move, and I could set up the Trick Room after that. So he goes for the Scald right here, and it doesn't do that much damage. So I don't know what item he actually is running, because I don't see the Life Orb, and usually you see the Life Orb on Greninja, actually all of the time. So the Dark Pulse doesn't hit me that hard, so it can't be a boosting item. So I go for the Trick Room right here, and right now here I was predicting and hoping that he would go for another Dark Pulse, but either he predicted the switch into the Mega Camerupt, or he just wanted to get the burn on me. I'm not totally sure, but he went for the Scald right here. I know it was way too risky to actually do this switch, but I didn't really like anything to take a hit, and I knew my Mega Camerupt could take one Dark Pulse. But that's unfortunate. So now I go to my Octillery, try to set up the Focus Energy, but I don't think I do that quite yet. I just go for the Energy Ball because it is a threat, Greninja, and it takes it on 1 HP and pops his Citrus Berry. So that was the berry, the item he had. He had the Citrus Berry. So now he goes for the Extra Sensory, and that doesn't do any kind of damage actually, because my Octillery is max HP, max special attack, modest nature, no special speed investments or IVs, just to work well. And right here it's so fortunate, Octillery hasn't been doing that great for me quite yet, but I have a battle where he does a lot of good things. But now I miss my Fire Blast and he goes for the Glare, which is unfortunate, but the worst part is that the Twisted Dimensions wear off once again. So I keep this Octillery just because it is paralyzed. It means that nothing will outspeed it in Trick Room, so that's great. Outslow it, I should say. So now he goes for the Leaf Storm. I know my Executor can take it because it is invested in HP. And after the Leaf Storm, I was hoping to take the Dragon Pulse. It should be close, but I took it and it brought me down into the Pitaya Berry range, which is perfect. This Executor hasn't been doing an awful lot for me as well. It's just, it is hard to set up. But when I got it set up, which happened a lot of times, my opponent just has too much priority or a good counter. So now go for the sludge bomb, definitely going to kill it after plus 2. No doubts about that. And let me see. I harvest one more petai barrel, so now I'm at plus 3. That's so good about harvest. It's such a cool ability to do random things with. So now he switched into his right through. I know the fake out is coming and I have to take it, but I do take it, which is even better. So now I can get off another kill. I just decided to go for the Giga Drain, hoping to get enough health back to the point that I will leave other priorities from other mons, which I actually do. So I harvest another berry, which is really lucky. So now he goes into the Infernip, and I thought, okay, from this range I can take a fake out. He goes for the fake out, I take it. But what do you know, the Trick Room runs out once again. So that means my Executor is down once again. It's such a bummer, because it should be doing way more. It's so good, it's such a cool set. Definitely try it out if you can. So now I go into my Dusclops knowing that I can take a hit, set up the Trick Room once again, let it die afterwards. Because I don't really like switching in on a Fernate, because it's a really powerful mon. And you don't have to mess around with these kind of things. So I go for Nightshade, because he might have to focus sash and it is broken right now. I didn't want to take any chances. He goes for the Fire Blast, and now it's time for MAROWAK to wreak havoc and do amazing amount of work. MAROWAK is such a good Pokemon. It has been doing way too much for me. Goes for Boomerang, landed because 90 base accuracy, and all of you guys know 90 base accuracy means 70 base accuracy. It misses on the most important times, but luckily enough it didn't at this point. So now my MAROWAK proves to be the MVP and goes for a knockoff and kills the Crobat with a crit. It is such a good Pokemon. Don't mess around with that thing. And my opponent goes into the Greninja. I think it's its last Pokemon, or no, it might be his last Pokemon. And we hit him up with a double edge just to get a cool animation off at the last move. So that's the game. MAROWAK sweeping through the half my opponent's team. A lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will of course be a video up tomorrow, so that means that will be day 3. And in the weekend there will be a showdown session, so stay tuned for that.